Welcome back to another crazy, bizarre episode of Surviving Gabrielle Union, the Butt
A
Eater.
book where you're speaking about being.
We are surviving Gabrielle Union, the Butt Eater. And this is pure stone cold ass licking survival at this point. So I'm gonna need you guys to smash that like button soon as y'all come in the building. And Gabrielle, I gave you a break, Gabrielle. Okay, I have not bothered you in your butt licking tongue in a few weeks. This is pure honesty and pure survival. I have not bothered you. But I am so outraged that you allegedly or went to the feds, sat down with them, allegedly, Gabrielle, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, and exposed Dwayne Wade for his alleged involvement in Diddy Glover's illegal freak off fest. This is pure stone cold survival. Now, because Dwayne Wade allegedly supposed to be divorced to you, y'all ain't together or whatever the case may be, y'all pretending that y'all to go together, but y'all don't really go together no more. And you just gonna go out of nowhere. I don't know if you ain't getting no attention. I don't know what it is. But now you trying to get Dwayne Wade involved in Diddy Glover's indictment. And this is completely sad and very disturbing. If it didn't work out between y'all two, why is you trying to throw this man under the bus? This is pure survival, guys. Gabrielle Union, don't be ashamed to eat butt. You see this, Gabrielle? You're not ashamed to eat a rear end. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with eating a butt. I had my behind ate before. This is pure stone cold survival at this point. You know what I mean? But you eating Dwayne Wade's rear end, you knew that that was going to turn Dwayne out. Matter of fact, for the fact that Dwayne Wade rathered his behind to be ate than any other type of foreplay, you knew what type of time Dwayne Wade was on. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that you still mad and bitter because he allegedly cheated on you with Diddy Glover. You were complaining months ago that Dwayne Wade had a secret gay love affair with Diddy Glover. So now you trying to get him tied up in Diddy shit by going to the feds trying to say that Dwayne Wade was involved in the freak off fest. This is pure survival, Gabrielle. You should be ashamed of yourself. You was already telling young people, look, it's okay, girl. Did you get your vagina ate? You need to start eating behind and all of that stuff. This is what you was teaching the youth. You know what I mean? And this is what you was doing with Dwayne Wade. We already know that y'all was allegedly having freak off fest at your house. Gabrielle! This is pure survival. So why are you trying to get Dwayne Wade and his rear end mixed up in Diddy Glover shit just because him and Diddy Glover allegedly had a secret love affair, a secret gay love affair? You know what I mean? You are bitter right now. You and Dwayne is not even together anymore. And you clearly can't get over it because now you bored and you go to the feds and allegedly tell them that Dwayne Wade was involved in those freak offs. Now, I never heard yet that Dwayne Wade or his rear end ended up in Diddy Glover's tapes. I have not heard yet that Dwayne Wade was caught buck ass naked, on the tapes. Now, Dwayne Wade may do pop up on the tapes, but you trying to make the feds put Dwayne Wade in this Diddy Glover indictment, the freak off escapade. Y'all got to smash that like button, guys. This is pure survival at this point. Gabrielle Union is breaking her neck trying to get Dwayne Wade indicted with Diddy Glover. This is what this woman is allegedly trying to do right now. And she's the same one that was eating Dwayne Wade's behind. See that? Gabrielle Union, don't be ashamed to eat butt. This is what you was telling young girls to do to their mans, to eat their behinds. You know what I mean? So it could turn them out and make them want to, go to another direction. Because you can eat a butt and don't mean that you want to be with a man. You know what I mean? But you knew that Dwayne Wade allegedly was into guys and you did not care about it. Now you're trying to get this man indicted. This is crazy. And listen to Gabrielle Union brag about eating butt and doing all the freak shit that Dwayne wanted her to do, and now she's mad.
Instance in the book where you're speaking about being very real with this younger generation.
Yes.
Because they're
Yes.
so raw, they're so transparent, they have a whole Wikipedia of information in their brains. And at one point, I think it was a young girl that you may have mentored, and she was saying how she went down on a dude, and you were like, well, did he eat your pussy? And she looked at her friends like, no, and you were giving her a 101 on reciprocity.
Yes. I said,
Right.
well, that's a very unequal relationship.
Uh-huh.
That sounds very one-sided. And, well, you know, a lot of people, a lot of women do enjoy, you know, providing fellatio. For sure, there needs to be some kind of lingus, same time. Or not, or directly after or before. And I said, you know, and then ask him to eat your ass.
You did say.
Now you hear that, Gabrielle? You was sitting there having a meeting with a young girl, telling her to have her man eat her behind, to eat her ass, and then eat his ass. This is what you were saying. This is pure survival. Your breath, I know, smell like shit, Gabrielle, when you were sitting there allegedly talking to the feds, trying to put Dwayne Wade involved in Diddy Glover shit because you feel like that Dwayne Wade allegedly cheated on you with Diddy. So you're only doing this out of spite. You're doing this out of spite and bitterness. You're doing this out of spite and bitterness, and you're scorn. And you're scorn with a tongue full of ass, and you're scorn. Smash that like button, guys. Listen to what Gabrielle Union was telling this young girl to get a vagina ate, eat behind, all of that type of shit, and you was eating Dwayne's ass. Now you want to tell on him because y'all two ain't together no more. So now you want to volunteer, acting like you being a good Samaritan, saying that he was involved in Diddy Glover's freak offs. But he never came up in the tapes yet. Not saying that he not going to be in the tapes, Gabrielle. But how we know you not going to be in the tapes? We done heard a whole bunch of freaky shit about you. Gabrielle, this is pure survival right now.
How she went down on a dude, and you were like, well, did he eat your pussy? And she looked at her friends like, no, and you were giving her a 101 on reciprocity.
Yes. I said,
Right.
well, that's a very unequal relationship.
Uh-huh.
That sounds very one-sided. And, well, you know, a lot of people, a lot of women do enjoy, you know, providing fellatio. For sure, there needs to be some kind of lingus, same time. Or not, or directly after or before. And I said, you know, and then ask him to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did. And that's how we got to teach these kids. You got to really...
Look, did you hear her? Gabrielle Union said this is what we got to teach our kids. This is what you're teaching our children. Surviving the fact that you teaching our children to eat their boyfriends behind. This is pure stone cold ass eating survival. And you said it out your mouth that this is what we need to teach our children. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling you that, okay, it's a bad thing to get you behind eight or to eat a butt. You know what I'm saying? That's your business. That's what you want to do in the bedroom. But my whole thing is you was eating Dwayne's ass and knowing Dwayne allegedly was into men. You was turning him out, you and your tongue. Now you took your tongue allegedly and went to the feds and tried to tell them that Dwayne Wade was involved in illegal freak offs. This means that you're trying to get this man locked up. You're trying to destroy his whole legacy. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all allegedly not together no more. Why would you volunteer to go to the feds to try to stick your nose and your tongue in Diddy Glover's business? And then this is crazy, guys. This is pure survival right now.
Sure, there needs to be some kind of lingus, same time. Or not, or directly after or before. And I said, you know, and then ask him to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did. And that's how we got to teach these kids. You got to really get them young.
You hear that? This is how you teach these kids, get them young. So what do you think the feds is going to say, Gabrielle, when they hear you saying on video on the Sway Show that we need to get our kids when they're young and teach them how to eat bread rin? You know what I mean? And you said get them while they're young. That sound like they underage. Sound like you talking about underage. And then you trying to throw Dwayne Wade in this shit because you was already complaining saying that you think that Dwayne Wade was cheating on you with Diddy Glover. This is pure survival. But to me, you was approving of Dwayne Wade's other secret life, him liking men and women allegedly, and now you're bitter because you home alone, probably like Macaulay Culkin, thinking about eating some ass, and now you just decide that you want to stick your nose into Diddy Glover's indictment and try to put Dwayne Wade in it. You know what I mean? To me, it just sounds like you're bitter. You didn't do this shit when Cassie came out. You know what I mean? So what is your intention? What is your motive? Smash that like button, guys. We're surviving Gabrielle Union's tongue.
Sure, there needs to be some kind of lingus, same time, or not, or directly after or before. And I said, and then ask him to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did, and that's how we got to teach these kids. You got to really get them young. And say, look, if you're gonna be just offering blowjobs willy nilly, there should be, some pleasure that you experience in return. It's only fair.
Is there an age limit for this conversation? Like, what's the youngest you would go for this?
Well, if we're talking about sexual gratification, I'm not here to police anyone and give you the right age or wrong age.
Yeah.
I know people who lost their virginity in their 30s, and they were like, it sucked. I could have done this much earlier. And I know people who lost their virginity, in their teens, and it was a beautiful experience.
So you trying to mix the kids' heads up. This is what you need to be allegedly telling the feds, Gabrielle. Since you trying to put Dwayne in this shit with Diddy Glover's freak off fest, since you're doing that, why did you just say you know people who lost their virginity in their 40s or 30s, what you just said, and it sucked for them, but the people that you met that lost their virginities in their teens, it was so wonderful. It was so wonderful as a teen, but it sucked when you was a grown up, when you was at a legal age. But now you trying to say that Dwayne Wade and Diddy Glover was they was doing freak, that Dwayne was involved with the freak offs with minors. This sound like you wanted to eat a minor's behind. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what this woman is saying. I gotta call her out. Like, cause if you allegedly really told the feds that Dwayne was involved in those freak offs, what is your intentions, Gabrielle? Why are you trying to get Dwayne in trouble when we heard that y'all ain't even together? So it sounds like that you're bitter and you're miserable. You're not doing this out of the grace of your kind heart. You know what I mean? Listen to what she's saying.
Get them young.
Look, get them young, get them young.
That sounds very one-sided. And, a lot of people, a lot of women do enjoy, providing fellatio. For sure, there needs to be some kind of lingus, same time, or not, or directly after or before. And I said, and then ask him to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did, and that's how we got to teach these kids. You got to really get them young. And say, look, if you're gonna be just offering blowjobs willy nilly, there should be, some pleasure that you experience in return. It's only fair.
Is there an age limit for this conversation? Like, what's the youngest you would go for this?
Well, if we're talking about sexual gratification, I'm not here to police anyone and give you the right age.
Look, she said, I'm not here to police anyone to give you the right age. It was easy for you to say, long as that you're of age. You couldn't even say, as long as you're of age. You're over 18. You're over 21. You talking about, I'm not here to police the age that you should be having sex and eating behinds. You know what I mean? But you was eating Dwayne's behind, and now you mad because Dwayne cheated on you with Diddy Glover. So now you're trying to put him in the freak off to get him arrested. This is pure survival. I just hate when I see somebody in a relationship that's mad because clearly you must not be happy in life. And Dwayne done must got him a boyfriend. You know what I mean? He might be real happy. He got his nails done, his hair did, all that type of shit. And you are miserable. And now you trying to get this man arrested. That's all I can see why you would do this. Why would you volunteer to go to the feds and try to put him in the freak off? But you talking about minors, you telling young girls, you know what I'm saying, some freaky shit right here publicly. They can use this against you, Gabrielle. You don't know if you on them tapes yet, and you probably is. This is pure survival at this point.
Willy-nilly, there should be some pleasure that you experience in return. It's only fair.
Is there an age limit for this conversation? Like, what's the youngest you would go for this?
Well, if we're talking about sexual gratification, I'm not here to police anyone and give you the right age or wrong age.
Yeah.
I know people who lost their virginity in their 30s, and they were like, it sucked. I could have done this much earlier. And I know people who lost their virginity, you know, in their teens, and it was a beautiful experience. So I'm not here to.
Y'all hear that? People that lost their virginity as in the teens was a beautiful experience, but people she said that lost their virginity in their 30s, it was a terrible experience. Huh? That does not make any sense. You know what I'm saying? This is something that you go by and something that you want, and this is gross.
To offer any sort of insight as to when you should, begin your sexual journey. But what I'm saying is, whenever that is, whenever you are having consensual sexual relationships, there should be equal pleasure. And we're not just the vessel for someone else's pleasure. This should be a symbiotic relationship.
Reciprocity.
Yes, of course it's supposed to be equal pleasure. And it was equal pleasure when Dwayne Wade wanted you to eat his behind and you was loving to eat his behind and you was all for it. Now you're trying to throw this man under the bus like you didn't know about his alleged secret gay love affair with Diddy Glover. Now you trying to act like you didn't know shit, so you want this man to go to jail because y'all not together no more. This is pure stone cold hideous survival at this point.
But wait a second. So if she gives the guy a blowjob, he goes down on her, she eats his ass. I mean, he eats her ass. Then does that mean she has to eat the man's butt?
I mean, if we're talking about, equal time here, reciprocity.
Guys really aren't, at least the ones I know, aren't really into this.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
That's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first paid a butt?
You heard what they asked Gabrielle Union? They said, how old was you when you started eating rear end? How old was you when you started eating butt? This is pure survival. You turned Dwayne Wade out, kept licking his ass every 5 minutes. When that man wanted to go to the store or go out the door hole, let me lick your butt before you go. You know what I mean? So you turned him out. You turned him out. You know what I mean? This is pure survival. Y'all was having freak offs allegedly at your house. Y'all been having this. So I can't feel bad for you, Gabrielle. You and Dwayne Wade allegedly separated. I think y'all got divorced. It's some shit going on. But you volunteer allegedly to go to the feds and try to expose him for being involved in Diddy Glover's freak-offs, illegal freak-offs with minors, but you sitting right here talking about get them while they young. You know what I'm saying? And they asking you how old was you when you started eating rear end? This is pure survival, guys. Listen to her. This is what Dwayne should play for the feds since she trying to get him locked up. Yo, we got 1,200 people in the building. Y'all got to smash that like button. If you're not in front of a TV, it's 1,200 people. We are surviving Gabrielle Union's butt-licking tongue.
Then does that mean she has to eat the man's butt?
I mean, if we're talking about, equal time here, reciprocity.
Guys really aren't, at least the ones I know, aren't really into this.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
That's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first paid a butt?
Was it with the teddy bear? The teddy bear. That teddy bear got it. From the rooter to the tutor, that's...
Yeah, look, she can't even answer it. They asked her how old was she when she started eating ass. She couldn't even say it. So Gabrielle Union must have started eating butt while we was eating ice cream cones and running and chasing the ice cream truck. Gabrielle Union was in the toilet eating ass, eating poop. This is what she was doing at a very young age. At a very young age. On her ice cream cone, it was a shit cone. She was eating a shit cone while we was eating ice cream cones. Salute to the 1,600 people in the building. Smash that like button. We are surviving Gabrielle Union's tongue. And they asking her how old was she when she started eating rear end.
That's what they say. That's what they're saying.
So
That's not what's happening.
How old were you when you first paid a butt?
Was it with the teddy bear? The teddy bear. That teddy bear got it. From the rooter to the tutor, that's... Teddy bear.
Lift up the furry tail.
I liberated him.
Don't move, bear.
Yes.
No matter
I
what
am
you
enjoying this
do.
bear. Listen, it's all about equality. And a lot of times, especially women, feel like, I'm going to lose him if I don't do X, Y, Z. Right?
Wow, so you felt like you're going to lose Dwayne Wade if you didn't eat his asshole. You are admitting all of this. Dwayne Wade, if you in your nails, you in the nails, you in the hair, you in the motherfucking thongs, I don't care about your sexuality, Dwayne. This is what you need to show the feds. Since she want to go to the feds and put you involved in Diddy Glover's freak off fest, which I haven't heard that Dwayne Wade came up on any tapes yet. I have not heard that. So somebody tell me why Gabrielle Union allegedly went to the feds and exposed, you know what I mean, Dwayne Wade, saying like he was involved in Diddy's freak offs. Y'all need to check Dwayne Wade. Y'all got to check. He got tapes and different things like that. You trying to get that man in trouble because y'all not together no more. Why don't you just move on? Surviving the fact that Gabrielle Union need to move the fuck on. This is pure stone cold bitterness survival at this point. You are bitter. That's all I can get out of this, Gabrielle. You're telling our young kids they need to step off the steps and start eating butt as soon as they come out. You know what I mean? And you said that you think that if in order to keep a man, right, which in some cases, you know what I mean, like if you're not really sexually pleasing your man, you can cause problems for other people to come in the door. You know what I'm saying? Or your woman. But my whole point is, you knew that Dwayne Wade allegedly liked motherfucking dudes. You knew Dwayne Wade got a motherfucking a son daughter named Zaya. Come on now, and he was all for his son becoming a trans woman at like 2 years old. You know what I mean? So you knew what this man was into. That's my whole thing. I'm not knocking the man because that's what he want to do. The only thing I was upset about was the fact that I don't think that a kid should be able to make a decision like that. You know what I mean? But this is pure survival, and you admitted that you're gonna do whatever it takes to keep your man. So you was eating his butt. You knew that he was turned out. You knew he was hanging at Diddy Glover's house with the gay butt naked vampires that be upside down. You know what I mean? And you was there partying too, Gabrielle, so nobody feel bad for you. That's what you need to tell the feds, that you participated in all of this type of shit. You probably was a sex worker for Diddy Glover. This is pure survival.
Equality. And a lot of times, especially women, feel like I'm gonna lose him if I don't do XYZ. Right. And there's never any thought to the woman having any expectation of enjoying sex. I'm just a vessel for somebody else's.
Look, she said, I'm just a vessel. I'm going to lose him if I don't do this. This is what you said, Gabrielle.
Having any expectation of enjoying sex. I'm just a vessel for somebody else.
And you're just a vessel for somebody else. You knew that you was a
I
vessel.
liberated him.
Don't move, Bear.
Yes.
No matter
I
what
am
you
enjoying this
do.
bear. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, it's all about equality. And a lot of times, especially women, feel like I'm gonna lose him if I don't do XYZ. Right. And there's never any thought to the woman having any expectation of enjoying sex. I'm just a vessel for somebody else's, in sexual gratification. And we have to take that back. We have to.
I don't know how it was missing. What do you feel like you are a sex vessel when you knew that Dwayne Wade allegedly went both ways? And you're admitting that you were doing these things for him. You know what I mean? But I guess since he preferred to be with men more than you, and you by yourself and you're mad, now you trying to put this man, to get this man indicted. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to just tell her about herself. And you were saying, listen what you telling our young kids.
On reciprocity. Yes.
Right.
That's a very unequal relationship.
Uh-huh.
That sounds very one-sided. And, a lot of people, a lot of women do enjoy, providing fellatio. For sure, there needs to be some cunnilingus, same time. Or not, or directly after or before. And I said, and then ask him to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did. And that's how.
And you wrote a book and told the young girl to have the man eat her ass first, and then you're going to eat his ass. So you was all for it, and you're telling young girls in a book that they should eat their man's butt, and then they'll eat your butt. And come on, like, so we know that you are a freak. You are a freak. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool you're a freak for your man. You know what I mean? But I don't like the fact that you was telling young girls this, and then you got a book. Young girls could pick that book up and be like, you know what? As soon as I go to school, I'm gonna tell one of my classmates I'm eating your ass after school. You know what I mean? In the back of the school, I'm eating your ass. This is what you're teaching young people, in my opinion. You know what I mean? We are surviving Gabrielle Union's tongue, and y'all got to smash that like button. We got 1,500 people in the building, and y'all hear this woman saying this out of her mouth. I'm calling her out. So I don't care. If she allegedly did this to Dwyane for no fucking reason, other than the fact that she's scorned right now. Or I don't know if she's trying to get attention. Now you're going to get my attention, Gabrielle!
or not, or directly after or before. And I said, and then ask him to eat your ass.
You did say that in the book.
I did. And that's how we got to teach these kids. You got to really get them young. And say,
Y'all hear that? That's what we got to teach these kids and get them young. I'm going to let y'all hear it again. She said that's what we got to teach our kids, like got to, while they're young. Say it again, Gabrielle. See, and that's what happens. Diddy Glover, he does something to my television. Well, but we not surviving Diddy Glover. We surviving Gabrielle Union's tongue.
You did say that in the book.
I did. And that's how we got to teach these kids. You got to really get them young and say, look, if you're going to be just offering blowjobs willy-nilly, there should be, some pleasure that you experience in return. Yeah. It's only fair.
Is there an age limit for this conversation? Like, what's the youngest you would go for this?
Well, if we're talking about sexual gratification, I'm not here to police anyone and give you...
Look at that. They said, so what's the age limit of young people that you would be talking to about eating butt and vagina and peckers? She said, I'm not policing. I'm not putting the age limit on it. When you should have easily just said, if you're not a legal age, you said you're not policing. So you want young people underage to hear this sick shit, and you want to throw Dwyane under the bus. You need to go to the feds and throw your tongue under the bus. This is pure survival at this point.
Go for this.
Well, if we're talking about...
Look, hold on. What age?
Get them young and say, look, if you're going to be just offering blowjobs willy-nilly, there should be... some pleasure that you experience in return. Yeah. It's only fair.
Is there an age limit for this conversation? Like, what's the youngest you would go for this?
Well, if we're talking about sexual gratification, I'm not here to police anyone and give you the right age or wrong age.
Yeah.
I know people who lost their virginity in their 30s, and they were like, it sucked. I could have done this much earlier. And I know people who lost their virginity, in their teens, and it was a beautiful experience. So,
and she is crazy. She talking about, I know people that lost their virginities in their 30s and it was terrible, but everybody in their teens, it was wonderful. So we get it. You're not policing the young people. Gabrielle Union, you have no room to try to go to any feds allegedly to get anybody in trouble. Because this right here is very incriminating. This is pure survival. And you're doing this because you're mad, because you're bitter that Dwyane Wade allegedly was having a love affair with Diddy Glover, but you knew about it. And y'all ain't together no more, so now you're trying to get that man locked up. That's all I see.
Seems like the Wade family...
That's all I see. Look, you was complaining about them right here.
Seems like the Wade family is back in the news for another drama, and this time, once again, it has to do with Dwyane Wade's sexuality. But it's not just his sexuality that is making headlines this time. It's the stories of his infidelity, too. The player recently got exposed by his wife for cheating on her. And he didn't just cheat on her with anyone ordinary. Allegedly, he cheated on her with the music mogul Diddy. The sexuality of Dwyane...
You see that? Allegedly, he cheated on her with Diddy Glover. She was complaining, saying that Dwyane cheated on her at one of Diddy's parties. Him and Dwyane got together and you know what I mean? They ended up kind of falling for each other. But you knew that Dwyane Wade and Diddy Glover was having this secret love affair. You know what I'm saying? From the public. You knew about it. Now you trying to complain, oh, he cheated on me. You know what I mean? Now you trying to get the man locked up. That's pure survival. That's backwards. Like if you was eating his butt and you knew all about his freak shit and you knew about him and Diddy, why are you mad now, Gabrielle? That's all I want to know. You not getting no roles in no movies or nothing like that? Because I ain't see you in no movies in a while. You know what I mean? I ain't see, it's just crazy.
Seems like the Wade family is back in the news for another drama, and this time, once again, it has to do with Dwyane Wade's sexuality. But it's not just his sexuality that is making headlines this time. It's the stories of his infidelity, too. The player recently got exposed by his wife for cheating on her, and he didn't just cheat on her with anyone ordinary. Allegedly, he cheated on her with the music mogul Diddy. The sexuality of Dwyane Wade has been a question for many years now, and many people believe that he is in fact attracted to men. There have even been witnesses and sources who have revealed instances where Dwyane had homosexual encounters with other men. And now his wife has had enough of his games and union is finally speaking up about the whole issue.
I choose to center my peace and my self-worth now.
So you want to center your peace and your self-worth. So you didn't feel like you was worth it when you was approving everything that Dwyane Wade allegedly was doing, all his freakness. So you didn't feel like you was getting your self-worth. This is a pity party, Gabrielle. You looking for a pity party and you're trying to get this man arrested. It's not like Dwyane Wade wouldn't go to jail and get him a boyfriend. Him and Diddy Glover both will get boyfriends as soon as they go to jail. You know what I mean? You like one of them females that be like, if I can't have him, nobody can have him. That's how you rolling right now, Gabrielle. This is pure survival. Shout out to the 1,700 people in the building. Smash that like button.
Seems like the Wade family is back in the news for another drama, and this time, once again, it has to do with Dwyane Wade's sexuality. But it's not just his sexuality that is making headlines this time, it's the stories of his infidelity too. The player recently got exposed by his wife for cheating on her, and he didn't just cheat on her with anyone ordinary. Allegedly, he cheated on her with the music mogul Diddy. The sexuality of Dwyane Wade has been a question for many years now, and many people believe that he is in fact attracted to men. There have even been witnesses and sources who have revealed instances where Dwyane had homosexual encounters with other men. And now his wife has had enough of his games and union is finally speaking up about the whole issue.
I choose to center my peace and my self-worth now.
You see, Wade has this reputation for throwing parties. The people inside Hollywood know this all.
And y'all see that, right? More scandalous Dwyane Wade. Listen, now more parties. Dwyane Wade was throwing parties. Gabrielle, you was a part of these parties too. This is pure survival. So you want to try to go to the feds, allegedly, and say that Dwyane Wade was participating in the freak-off parties. What kind of parties were you and Dwyane having at your house? Gabrielle, I'm talking to you. You and your bougie ass. You know what I'm saying? You are mad because you're not getting any roles in no movies. You know what I'm saying? You and Dwyane Wade got some motherfucking Will Smith and Jada Pinkett shit going on. When y'all go around, take pictures, y'all do shit with the kids, stuff like that, but y'all really not together anymore. And Dwyane probably got another boyfriend. And I know Dwayne's boyfriend probably got another boyfriend. Something made you upset for you to be trying to ruin this man's whole thing, trying to ruin this man's whole legacy. Like, you see what's happening to Diddy Glover's legacy. You see what's happening to Diddy Glover's legacy, so you want to throw Dwyane and his thongs and his new nails. He got his nails and his eyelashes done. This is crazy, guys. I can't feel bad for Gabrielle because she knew about the parties. Clearly, she fucking sponsored the parties with Dwyane. She ain't telling the feds that.
Well, these aren't just regular parties. These are gay parties where closeted men.
Oh, y'all hear that? The gay parties.
Up about the whole issue.
I choose to center my peace and my self-worth now.
You see, Wade has this reputation for throwing parties. The people inside Hollywood know this all too well. These aren't just regular parties. These are gay parties where closeted men of Hollywood go to blow off steam. Now Wade isn't the only one who's known to be involved in such parties. Another prominent figure in Hollywood.
Y'all hear about the parties? They said the gay parties that Dwyane went to and the parties that he had was to blow off steam. Was the not to just blow a man, but to blow off steam. This is pure survival. Look at his tongue. Look at his lips. Look, he like, I'm trying to go and eat me something. Look, he look, Diddy Glover's pecker all in my motherfucking mouth. All in my mouth. You know what I mean? But Gabrielle, like I said, you knew about it, and I don't feel bad for you. You just trying to get this man arrested. You know what I mean? That's all you trying to do because you bitter. When the Gabrielle's fed up.
Gay parties where closeted men of Hollywood go to blow off steam. Now Wade isn't the only one who's known to be involved in such parties. Another prominent figure in Hollywood also has the same kind of reputation, and that's none other than the music mogul Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy and Wade had been sleeping around, and Union just found out about all of this and decided to put an
And now she's trying to pretend she just found out. She didn't just find out that them two men was butt wrestling, you know what I mean, playing footsies and spooning at night. She been knew about it.
reputation, and that's none other than the music mogul Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy and Wade had been sleeping around, and Union just found out about all of this and decided to put an end to all of it. What's more is that according to sources, she has already filed for divorce and is living separately from Wade at the moment.
Y'all hear that? She filed for divorce, Gabrielle Union, and she's living separately from Dwyane. So if you're living separate from this man, why are you still stalking Gabrielle? Why are you wasting time trying to get this man locked up if you file for divorce? If y'all not living together and y'all co-parenting you know what I mean? Dwyane Wade moved on. He done found another guy. You know what I mean? He found another man. He not even with Diddy Glover no more. He not even with Diddy Glover. He got a whole nother boyfriend. And I told you his boyfriend got a boyfriend. You know what I mean? And you're jealous. You're jealous. You know what I mean? And you just trying to get this man locked up. You know what I mean? And it's just sad that you doing this when you supposed to be Gabrielle. All that bougie shit you be playing in the motherfucking movies, you should have many men. Many men trying to put a pecker in you. Don't cry no, wanna cry no more. Don't look to the sky. Like, you should have many men trying to bomb on you. But instead, you are home and you bored, and this is just survival at this point.
Kind of reputation, and that's none other than the music mogul Diddy. Allegedly, Diddy and Wade had been sleeping around, and Union just found out about all of this and decided to put an end to all of it. What's more is that according to sources, she has already filed for divorce and is living separately from Wade at the moment. Welcome back to the Celebrity Hyped. In today's video, we will be talking about how Gabrielle Union exposed Dwyane Wade for cheating on her with Diddy. But before we get to all the juicy bits of the video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future.
And I was like, so you were going to propose marriage, but in case I said no, you had a lovely woman from Greece, apparently, en route to Jacksonville. Okay, we're off to a great start. Should have been a red flag.
Gabrielle Union, Wade's wife, has been going through it ever since she got married to the guy. The couple tried their best to portray the image of a perfect family, a power couple, but their house of cards seems to be coming right down. Especially now that there are rumors of Dwyane Wade cheating on Gabrielle with Diddy. Their marriage...
Look, she knew everything that this man had going on. Like, if I don't care who you, if you in a relationship with somebody, you know the other freaky side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? All that baby oil that motherfucker had on, that's way too much baby oil, and it's just y'all two. All that baby oil for. What the fuck? You know what I mean? It seemed like he was waiting for you to go to sleep so he could slick and slide his way on over to Diddy Glover's. This is pure survival at this point.
Seems to be coming right down. Especially now that there are rumors of Dwyane Wade cheating on Gabrielle with Diddy. Their marriage seems to be ending pretty soon. There had been rumors of trouble in paradise for a while, but fans didn't have any proof to back it up. That was until the couple was spotted in public without their wedding rings, and that's how fans knew that something was up.
And then they've been out with no wedding rings. They've been taking pictures and roaming around with each other, and they don't got their wedding rings on. So we know that y'all not together, Gabrielle. So if Dwyane do get pulled in this and he get indicted with Diddy Glover and these freak-offs, we know that you did this because you're bitter. Salute to the 1,600 people in the building. Smash that like button if you're not watching me on television. If you're watching me from a phone, hit that like button. We are surviving Gabrielle Union's tongue.
Now that there are rumors of Dwyane Wade cheating on Gabrielle with Diddy, their marriage seems to be ending pretty soon. There had been rumors of trouble in paradise for a while, but fans didn't have any proof to back it up. That was until the couple was spotted in public without their wedding rings, and that's how fans knew that something was up. Fans connected the dots, but it still didn't make any sense. So the universe worked its charm, and finally, Gabrielle herself decided to pull back the curtain on all the secrets that she had been keeping for her cheating husband.
Should have been a clue that anyone that inspires that level of crazy Probably shouldn't have gotten out of the dating phase.
See, look, now she want to expose this man. That's why I can't take her serious, guys. Like, I ain't even gonna go on too much longer because this. When I heard that she allegedly went to the feds trying to put Dwayne Wade involved in Diddy's freak offs, and I didn't see no video footage yet, and then them two ain't supposed to even be together right now. I know she's doing this out of anger. She must not be getting piped down by somebody. Dwayne Wade allegedly getting piped down about somebody, but you're not, and this is why you're mad. This is crazy.
Well, the universe worked its charm, and finally, Gabrielle herself decided to pull back the curtain on all the secrets that she had been keeping for her cheating husband.
Should have been a clue that anyone that inspires that level of crazy probably shouldn't have gotten out of the dating phase.
Turns out she always knew about his sexuality and his infidelity, but let it slide for whatever reason. But it looks like she has finally had enough of this and is speaking up, exposing Dwyane Wade and his little gay affairs. Now,
See, look, she knew about it. I told y'all, she knew about Dwayne Wade. Now she's trying to expose him, but she been knew.
Probably shouldn't have gotten out of the dating phase.
turns out she always knew about his sexuality and his infidelity, but let it slide for whatever reason. But it looks like she has finally had enough of this and is speaking up, exposing Dwyane Wade and his little gay affairs. Now these rumors about Dwyane Wade being a cheater are nothing new, and even the rumors about his sexuality. We all have had our doubts for the longest time. It's just that now we are getting the information straight from the horse's mouth. This isn't the first time Dwyane cheated on Gabrielle, which makes this whole thing so much worse. Just a few years ago, one of his side chicks exposed him for having an affair with him. She said that he was great in bed and all, but she could never pursue him seriously because she knew the reality about him. She added that he is a playboy who sleeps around with women and flies them out every other day, so she never understood why Gabrielle took him as her husband. Now this was a big statement and it really shook Union and Wade's marriage. But this marriage had a lot more troubles to see.
I was doing laundry and he'd be good for leaving like credit cards or money in his pockets. So I'd have to go through his pockets just to make sure, I didn't wash our Amex. And I find this number in his pocket and it's an 818 number because we were living in the San Fernando Valley and the name Angelina. I was like, it's happening again.
But honestly, it seems like Union knew about his cheating all along and just didn't care enough to do anything about it. She was fine with the arrangement they had going on and didn't want to change anything.
Now, see that? She was fine with the arrangements, and we been knew you was the side chick. You was Dwayne's side chick from the beginning. He was cheating on his wife because she couldn't deal with him and his other secret life. You accepted it, Gabrielle. And now that it didn't work out, because Dwayne Wade, prefer penis more than, Regina, you can't be mad. Gabrielle, you know how many men that's out there waiting for you to come eat their butt? You can eat another man's butt, Gabrielle. Why are you trying to get this man locked up? This is pure survival at this point.
Cheating all along and just didn't care enough to do anything about it. She was fine with the arrangement they had going on and didn't want to change anything. Because if you remember, Wade and Union started out as an affair too. Wade was actually married when the couple met for the first time back in 2007.
You see that? Dwayne Wade was married to this woman when you met her, Gabrielle. She wasn't down with Dwayne's other freak life. She wasn't. You know what I mean? But she still was holding him down. She still was loving him and still accepted, you know what I mean? But just don't let me find out that you over there getting penis sandwiches. You know what I mean? But you became the side chick. You know what I mean? And you was more open about his sexuality. So, of course, he was going to gravitate to you because you allow him allegedly to have freak offs and things like that in the comfort of your freak off home. So don't try to throw him in Diddy shit. You need to throw yourself in it. You know what I mean? That's all. Listen, you was the side chick. So don't complain now that Dwayne left you. The same way you got a motherfucker is the same way you lose him. You know what I mean? You stole Dwayne from her, and now Diddy Glover stole him from you. This is pure survival.
Change anything. Because if you remember, Wade and Union started out as an affair too. Wade was actually married when the couple met for the first time back in 2007. But soon after meeting, Wade ended things with his first wife, Siobhan Fonches, and started going out with Union. The two were finally happy to be together, but Gabrielle had forgotten one key rule, which is you lose them the same way you get them.
Yep, you heard that? Gabrielle, you lose him, you lose them the same way you got him. So you stole him from a woman and now you lost him to a man. This is pure survival. So this must be your pride. You can't accept that Diddy Glover done took half of these Hollywood women. Diddy Glover took half of their men from him. I mean, the lip gloss was popping. Diddy Glover's lip gloss was popping. Surviving the fact that Diddy Glover's lip gloss was popping more than yours, and he done groomed motherfucking Dwayne Wade to come on over to the Freak Fest. This is pure survival at this point, Gabrielle. You know what I'm saying? Until I see Dwayne Wade, till I hear that he popped up in them tapes, I'm not believing nothing that your butt licking tongue gotta say. This is pure survival, Gabrielle.
Anything about it. She was fine with the arrangement they had going on and didn't want to change anything. Because if you remember, Wade and Union started out as an affair too. Wade was actually married when the couple met for the first time back in 2007. But soon after meeting, Wade ended things with his first wife, Siobhan Fonches, and started going out with Union. The two were finally happy to be together, but Gabrielle had forgotten one key rule, which is you lose them the same way you get them. Even in 2014, when the couple was going through some troubles, Wade went around sleeping with a bunch of random women. But hold on, there is one woman that he slept with, who wasn't a random person, it was his best friend. And if sleeping with her wasn't bad enough on its own, he got her pregnant too. Union was going through IVF treatments at that
Oh,
time.
I forgot about that, Gabrielle. I forgot when Dwayne Wade got Diddy Glover pregnant. When Dwayne Wade got Diddy Glover pregnant. This is pure survival. I forgot that Dwayne Wade had a baby to Diddy behind your back. No, I'm fucking with you about that part. But I did hear that Dwayne Wade had got somebody else pregnant. You know what I'm saying? During his going, like trying to figure out his sexuality, he done fuck around and then came and got a girl pregnant, and you stayed with him then. You know what I'm saying? So why didn't you go try to tell the feds on him then when he got another female pregnant? No, you tried to stick it out, and now you're mad, and you trying to get this man locked up because you evidently, clearly didn't move on yet. This man done moved on. He done probably had 6 to 20 different boyfriends since then. 6 to 20 boyfriends. This is pure survival at this point, Gabrielle.
14, when the couple was going through some troubles, Wade went around sleeping with a bunch of random women. But hold on, there is one woman that he slept with, who wasn't a random person, it was his best friend. And if sleeping with her wasn't bad enough on its own, he got her pregnant too. Union was going through IVF treatments at that time, so you could imagine how the whole situation would have made her feel. But despite all of this, Union stuck around, which really makes you wonder why. According to some fans, Union knows about all of this, but she just likes the social status that comes with being an NBA wife, so she doesn't really change anything. But that
Oh, so you was just loving being an NBA player's wife, and now that y'all are divorced allegedly, and it didn't work out in the end. Oh, so this is why you trying to get Dwayne in trouble with Diddy Glover. I get it, Gabrielle. I get it. Not getting any movie roles. You probably, you know what I mean, running out of money. You know what I'm saying? Probably getting low on it. Far as the things like you ain't broke. But I'm saying you can't do the same type of shit you was used to doing with Dwayne. So now you want to see this man whole empire crumble when you was eating this man booty like groceries and allowing him to attend these freak off fests. Yo, this is crazy, guys.
she just likes the social status that comes with being an NBA wife, so she doesn't really change anything. But that is now changing as Gabrielle is speaking up about Wade's most recent affair. But hold on, before we tell you more about that, do us a favor and make sure to share this video with a friend who might enjoy our content and turn on post notifications while you're at it too, so you don't miss out on any of our future uploads. Now, according to our sources close to Union, she has found out about yet another one of Wade's affairs, an affair that started at a party that he hosted with some of his specific male friends. You see, Wade is known for hosting sex parties behind closed doors, where closeted men of Hollywood come and enjoy themselves without having anyone find out. Even one of his ex-business partners talked.
Now you hear that? He was hosting closeted parties of other men in Hollywood that's big names that was supposed to be a secret. We already found out about these secret parties, these secret butt naked gay parties. You know what I mean? Which, like I said, I don't care about nobody's sexuality. This is not about that. This is about Gabrielle trying to get this man in trouble when she knew he had boyfriends. She knew he hosted gay parties. She was a part of it. You know what I mean? And I just can't allow her to act phony like this. You know what I mean? This is pure survival.
Closed doors, where closeted men of Hollywood come and enjoy themselves without having anyone find out. Even one of his ex-business partners talked about this. Baron Richard Vaughn said that the NBA player had a whole other apartment that he kept aside just to host these parties. Even after he got married to Union, these parties didn't stop, and he was almost 100% certain that whatever was going on in these parties wouldn't be good for Wade's marriage. This is back when Wade was married to his first wife. According to Richard, Wade owned a 4-bedroom apartment on the first floor of a high-rise. He recalled an incident that left a mark on him. He said that this one time he got a call from the cleaning crew who were complaining about the trash department. It was pretty obvious from the used-up rubbers on the floor to the drugs and alcohol on the tables that a party had taken place.
Wow. See, the whole house smelled like butt crack, empty used condom wrappers. You know what I mean? Gabrielle, you knew about all this stuff.
They're getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers. Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house.
It was at one of these parties that Wade allegedly got with Diddy, and the two started having an affair. According to sources, this affair was purely sexual, and there were no romantic feelings involved. The two had been sleeping together for a while now.
See, so Diddy Glover and Dwyane Wade, they was just bunning. They was just bunning. You know what I mean? Like neither one of them was taking each other personal. They was just smashing. They was just clapping each other's cheeks, allegedly. This is pure survival. So they didn't even take each other personal. They probably was, you know what I mean, switching up, passing each other around, things like that. But Gabrielle, my whole thing is you knew about them clapping each other's cheeks.
That got invited to a party at their house.
It was at one of these parties that Wade allegedly got with Diddy, and the two started having an affair. According to sources, this affair was purely sexual, and there were no romantic feelings involved. The two had been sleeping together for a while now, hoping no one would find out. But somehow Union got to know about it, and she decided to end things with Wade on the basis of this affair. Allegedly, that's why she decided to split the finances 50-50 as well.
And I don't think she left him because of that. I think Dwyane left her ass. That's what happened. And she's upset. You know what I mean? Like, that's what happened.
Because she is slowly walking out that door after finding out about Wade's secret life.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, bitch. You better work.
Do you think Dwyane Wade is going to address these rumors publicly? How long do you think it would take for the couple to announce their divorce? How do you think this drama is going to unfold in the near future?
Well, how I think it's going to unfold, Dwyane Wade and Gabrielle Union, at some point, they're going to have to let everybody know that they actually divorced, especially if she try to pull this off. If he get pulled in to the, by the feds and they question him or make him have to go testify, or if they did find him on camera, you know what I mean? If they do, that's the only way. But Gabrielle Union, you trying to put the heat on Dwyane because you're miserable and you're upset and you clearly didn't move on. I'm not taking Dwyane Wade's side, but I'm saying I don't have no proof. She don't have no proof to prove that Dwyane Wade was in the freak-offs with minors. Now, she definitely proved Dwyane Wade definitely like men. I know that part. You know what I'm talking about? This is pure survival. but it's about the illegal stuff that she allegedly went to the feds because she's trying to get the man locked up. You know what I mean? Trust me, if I find out Dwyane is on any of them freak off tapes, trust and believe me, I'm going to get him. No Diddy. I'm gonna comedically roast his ass immediately. You know what I'm saying? And so Gabrielle, even if you right, my whole thing is you knew about it. So if he is a part of them illegal freak offs, why didn't you go report him then? That's my whole thing. You should be going down as well. This is pure survival. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Share this video. Smash that like button. My Instagram, Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Follow me. I'll follow you back. Hit me in the DM if y'all get any updates with Gabrielle Union's butt licking tongue or anything in Hollywood, because I will react to it. This is pure stone cold ass licking survival at this point.